Welcome to California Bar Prep, your study companion for the California Bar exam. In this lesson, Remedies Overview. Let's begin. Remedies asks what the plaintiff gets after proving a substantive wrong. The subject is tested alone or as an add-on to contracts, torts, property, constitutional law, and business disputes. A strong answer does not simply list remedies. It matches the remedy to the right, measures the amount or scope, and addresses limits such as causation, certainty, mitigation, inadequacy of legal remedy, defenses, and jury rights. The first split is legal versus equitable. Legal remedies usually mean money damages and may carry a jury right. Equitable remedies include injunctions, specific performance, rescission, reformation, constructive trust, equitable lien, and accounting. Restitution can be legal or equitable depending on whether plaintiff seeks a personal money judgment or specific property or traceable proceeds. California Bar essays often ask for all available remedies. Organized by category: damages, restitution, coercive equitable remedies, declaratory relief, and defenses. If the facts involve a contract, begin with expectation damages. If a tort, begin with compensatory damages. If unique property or ongoing harm, discuss equitable relief. Compensatory damages. The basic goal is to put the plaintiff in the position she would have occupied absent the wrong. In contracts, expectation damages give the benefit of the bargain, subject to foreseeability, certainty, and mitigation. In torts, damages compensate for harm actually and proximately caused, including economic and non-economic losses where permitted. Consequential damages. Consequential damages are special losses beyond the immediate value difference. In contract, they must have been foreseeable at the time of contracting, often under Hadley principles. In tort, they must be proximately caused and proven with reasonable certainty. Punitive damages. Punitive damages punish and deter, not compensate. They generally require oppression, fraud, or malice under California Civil Code Section 3294 in tort-type cases, and are not available for a mere breach of contract unless an independent tort supports them. Equitable remedies. Equity generally requires no adequate legal remedy, feasibility of enforcement, balancing of hardships, and absence of strong equitable defenses. The court has discretion. Restitution. Restitution prevents unjust enrichment by restoring benefits wrongfully obtained. Measures can include value of benefit conferred, defendant's profits, rescission with return of consideration, constructive trust, or equitable lien.
Permanent injonction.
Plaintiff has succeeded on the merits or established a legal right. Legal remedies are inadequate, often because damages are speculative, repeated suits would be necessary, or property is unique. Enforcement is feasible and sufficiently specific. Balance of hardships favors plaintiff. Public interest does not weigh against relief. No equitable defense bars relief. Preliminary injunction. Likelihood of success on the merits. Irreparable harm before final judgment. Balance of hardships favors interim relief. Public interest supports or does not defeat relief. Bond may be required. Specific performance. Valid contract with definite and certain terms. Plaintiff has performed, tendered performance, or has an excuse. Legal remedy is inadequate, commonly because land or unique goods are involved. Mutuality or practical ability to secure performance. Enforcement is feasible and not unduly burdensome. No defenses such as laches, unclean hands, unconscionability, or hardship. Constructive trust. Defendant has title or possession of property. Defendant would be unjustly enriched if allowed to retain it. Property or traceable proceeds can be identified. Remedy transfers the property to plaintiff. Expectation versus reliance versus restitution. Expectation gives the promised bargain. Reliance reimburses costs incurred in reliance, often used when expectation is uncertain. Restitution recovers benefits conferred on defendant, useful when contract is unenforceable, rescinded, or breached by defendant. Legal restitution versus equitable restitution. A personal judgment for money measured by unjust enrichment is legal. A constructive trust or equitable lien over specific property is equitable. This distinction matters for jury rights and priority in insolvency. Temporary restraining order versus preliminary injunction versus permanent injunction. A TRO preserves the status quo briefly, often before a full hearing. A preliminary injunction lasts during litigation. A permanent injunction follows success on the merits. Rescission versus reformation. Rescission unwinds the transaction and returns parties to pre-contract positions. Reformation rewrites a document to reflect the parties' actual agreement when writing failed due to mistake or similar grounds. Do not grant specific performance for ordinary personal services. Courts avoid involuntary servitude and supervision problems, though negative injunctions may sometimes restrain unique performers from working for competitors. Do not forget mitigation. A plaintiff cannot recover avoidable damages. Do not award punitive damages for breach of contract alone. Do not ignore certainty. Lost profits must be proven with reasonable certainty, though established businesses have an easier time than speculative ventures. Do not assume equity is automatic because damages are hard to compute. Explain inadequacy and feasibility. Do not forget equitable defenses, laches, unclean hands, estoppel, waiver, and hardship. A remedies essay may involve a buyer seeking land, a business seeking lost profits, a neighbor seeking to stop a nuisance, or a defrauded plaintiff seeking profits from a wrongdoer. Start with the underlying claim only as needed, then move quickly to remedies. For contract facts, state expectation damages, value promised minus value received plus foreseeable consequential damages minus losses avoided. Then discuss reliance and restitution as alternatives, not double recovery. If the subject matter is land, discuss specific performance because land is presumed unique. If goods are unique or cover is unavailable, discuss specific performance under commercial principles. For tort facts, state compensatory damages, including property loss, personal injury, emotional distress where allowed, and consequential losses. Consider punitive damages if facts show fraud, malice, or oppression. Then add injunction if harm is continuing. The best answers avoid overcompensation. A plaintiff may plead alternative remedies but cannot obtain duplicative recovery. End with defenses and practical limits. Remedies is about choosing the right tool and explaining why that tool fits the harm. That's it for this lesson. Download California Bar Prep on the App Store for lessons on all 14 bar subjects, practice questions, and essay frameworks. Keep studying, and good luck on the bar exam.